Eddie Vedder's brand new album, Earthling, invites out Ringo Starr, Sir Elton John, Stevie Wonder, while channeling performers like Tom Petty, Peter Gabriel, Bruce Springsteen, and also features his daughters Harper and Olivia on backup vocals. Needless to say, this is a really good album. Hey everybody, welcome back to Red Mug Music. I'm Brian, and today we're going to do a review on Eddie Vedder's brand new album, Earthling. I didn't even mention in my intro that the rest of the band is Chad Smith from Red Hot Chili Peppers, Josh Klinghoffer from Red Hot Chili Peppers, which actually stood aside for John Frusciante on this last album that they did. Actually, it's not fully released yet, and I did do a quick review on on the first single for Red Hot Chili Peppers, so you can see that above if you want to go back and check that out. And on bass is Andrew Watt, which is also the co-producer, so this is a really good band. So let's quickly go over these songs. The first one is called Invincible. This is a very beautiful acoustic song. It's very anthemic, so really good for an opener. And this is the one that's very Peter Gabriel infused. I remember when I listened to it, I was like, is this Peter Gabriel? This is amazing. So very good. Track number 2 is called Power to Write. This is a straightforward pop rock, very fuzzy guitar distortion, and a chorus that's in double time. So I like that difference between the verses and the chorus. I like when they change like that. So a very good song and a very good follow-up to Invincible. Song number 3 is called Long Way. I have been listening to this one for a while because it was already released and I like it a lot. It's a gorgeous ballad. And this is the one that has Eddie Vedder's daughter Harper singing backup, and he's paying tribute to Tom Petty. And as you hear the song, you're going to hear Tom Petty all the way through it. And just one little side note, I have a daughter also named Harper, and my wife talked me into the name Harper because of Eddie Vedder had a daughter named Harper. So needless to say, I love that name. Song number 4 is called Brother the Cloud. This one confused me a little bit. I thought this song was about Chris Cornell. I'm actually reading stories that this song is a very touching song, is about the loss of Eddie, his brother, Chris Mueller. It was his half-brother who died in the 2016 climbing accident, which is terrible. But this is a very Pearl Jam tune. It's very Pearl Jam sounding. That could probably fit on any current Pearl Jam album. So you Pearl Jam fans would probably like this a lot. But it's a very touching, very deep song about loss. The lyrics, actually the way it starts out, kind of got my attention because I really don't pay attention to lyrics, but it got my attention anyway. It says, I had a brother, but now my brother is gone. Oh, I searched the sky for a glimpse of his blue eyes, and there I find his image in the clouds. Just really deep. So once I started paying attention to the lyrics, I realized this is probably not about Chris Cornell, but his brother. So pretty sad, but a great song. Song number 5 is called Fall Out Today. This is another acoustic ballad with what I read to be very Beach Boy harmony. So it's actually quite good. And I heard we can thank Andrew Watt for that because that's his style. Song number 5 is called The Dark. This one is really funny to me. It's a track using the framework of and channeling Bruce Springsteen. So the song is called The Dark, but you hear Dancing in the Dark the whole time until you get to the chorus, and then it kind of changes up a little bit. But it's very, very Bruce Springsteen. Song number 7 is called The Haves. This is a very typical type song that Eddie Vedder, almost said Mueller, Eddie Vedder would sing. It's a song about being happy with what you have, which is a great message. But it's a very beautiful piano ballad, and it just falls in line with Eddie's type of thinking. So it really makes me think so far that this album is just extremely personal to Eddie Vedder, and just makes it all that much better. Song number 8 is called Good and Evil. This is a very grunge punk track that takes us back to the Verses and Vitalogy days easily. So when you hear the song, just think of those days and just imagine how the song could have just easily like landed on one of those albums. It would have easily. Song number 9, Rose of Jericho, just another fast-paced rocker, just something you expect from Eddie Vedder, kind of like a Pearl Jam-esque type song. The next 3 songs are your featured songs. And what I mean by that is song number 10 is called Try, and it features Stevie Wonder. So Stevie Wonder is featured with his harmonica on another hard rocker done in double time. So it's a very fast-paced song. In my opinion, it's a very odd combination, but it works really, really well. And this is a song where his daughter Olivia sings backup. So a very fun song. Song number 11 is called Picture with Sir Elton John. Okay. This song doesn't work for me. It's, in my opinion, it's too Elton John, if you know what I mean. It takes Eddie Vedder like the furthest away from Pearl Jam you can possibly go. Like, it's not even in the orbit of Pearl Jam anymore. This is simply because of Elton John. If Elton John wasn't on this song, the song wouldn't be on the album whatsoever. But I also understand that, this was probably a whole lot of fun for Eddie Vedder. And this is Eddie Vedder's album, so he can do what he wants. So I appreciate that. But this is going to be the song I skip. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't like the chorus. I don't like the way it's sung. I don't like anything about it, really. But for all you Elton John fans out there, sorry. It's just not my thing. But I'll tell you what is my thing, and that is the next song, number 12, Mrs. Mills. Another feature song, and this one features Ringo Starr from my favorite band of all time, the Beatles. In this one, Eddie does his best Paul McCartney in the mid-60s, in what I would think would be a mid-60s Beatles song, and he very much so succeeds. It's got those horns like you would hear around, the mid-60s, maybe Revolver, Sgt. Pepper's, I guess. And it always helps when you have drummer Ringo Starr. And it's really funny when you listen to the song, and it's because I heard the song before I knew anything about it. And I was like, wow, this is so Beatles. This is crazy. I didn't even know Ringo Starr was on it, because if you look on Apple Music, it doesn't say it's featuring Ringo Starr. It just has a song name, which is called Mrs. Mills. And once I started looking into it, I'm like, oh, it's got Ringo Starr. But it's very Beatles. It's very amazing. And if you listen to the lyrics, it's about Mrs. Mills. It's very interesting to find out who Mrs. Mills is. And if you're interested to know who that is, I'm going to make another video just deep diving into this song, because this song is very cool. It's got 2 meanings. It just means something that you would have no idea. So I want to put out my next video and just talk about this song only, the lyrics and what it means. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, but I am very fascinated with this song, and I'm definitely going to cover this in my next video. Okay, this leaves us with our last song, the outro, which is called On My Way. I like this a lot. It confused me when I first heard it, because I couldn't really understand what I was hearing. But as I started doing some research, I found where Rolling Stone writes, and he bears his soul even more, showing forgiveness on this final track, On My Way, on a virtual duet with his biological father, which his name is Edward Severson Jr. Edward died when Vedder was 13. And if you don't know, his dad died when Vedder was 13 and inspired to lyrics to Alive on his first album, 10. So that's who we're talking about. And his dad, Eddie, was estranged from most of his life. When we love, we're invincible, Vedder sings, reprising a lyric from the first song, this time wrapping the words around his dad's voice. It's a strikingly personal moment for Vedder, the type of vulnerability he has always tilted towards with Pearl Jam, and now that he's embraced it, he's just raised the stakes for his Pearl Jam bandmates. So that is the entire album. I absolutely love it. I typically don't do ratings, but I think starting with this one, I'm going to start doing a rating just for new releases. And a rating out of 10, I'm going to give this album an 8.5, and here's why. It's, for people who's been following my channel all along, understand that I am a true lover of albums, entire albums. I don't like singles as much. I like the art of the album and the production of the album. So with that said, I think the album has a great anthemic opener that sounds really good, a very good start. It's got good variety throughout the album, with really good songs, really good transitions. It's got a perfect ending with My Own Way. It's a very artistic way to end the album, and has nothing in between but just really good music with lots of feeling, lots of emotion. Earthling is a cleaner, less raw, more produced Pearl Jam album that sounds fantastic. And for the long time Pearl Jam fan, this album is actually going to work just fine for you, maybe minus Try with Elton John, because it didn't work for me. I know as a long time Pearl Jam fan, this is going to become one of my, this is going to fall into my normal album rotation for a non-Pearl Jam but related to Pearl Jam album. This is definitely going to become one of my favorite albums. So that's my review on Earthling by Eddie Vedder. If you have any comments or anything you can add to it, because I know there's a lot more to this album than what I offered, just comment down below and let's talk about it. I am very intrigued with this album. I think it's fantastic. And I'm just excited that it's there for me to listen to. So you can follow me on Twitter at RedMugMusic. You can also follow me on Instagram at RedMugMusic. I'm also on TikTok if you do that sort of thing. I'm kind of dabbling with that. My handle on there is called Brian Carter RMM. RMM stands for Red Mug Music, so you can catch me on there as well. And that's going to be it for this week. So thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, stop and like the video. That's all I need you to do. I would so much appreciate it. And that's going to be it. See you guys next time.